5G Cellular isn't just about faster cat videos. It's about saving lives. The future of emergency response is here, and it's running on ultra-fast, low-latency networks. But what exactly does that mean for 911, first responders, and public safety? Today, we're diving into how 5G is revolutionizing emergency communications, so stick around. This one's a game changer.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories in public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's tips.
Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety. I'm your host, Fletch. I'm a NENA certified EMP and Vice President of Public Safety Solutions at 911 Inform. In each TiPS episode, we break down key trends and insights in the world of emergency communications. No fluff, no nonsense, or sales pitch. Just the important stuff that keeps people safe. Let's get started. All right, let's talk about 5G, the next-gen network that's doing more than just making your Netflix buffer-free. Fundamentally, it's changing how next-generation 911 operates and how first responders do their jobs. And let's be clear, if E911 was the rotary phone, 5G-powered NG911 is the smartphone with all the bells and whistles. The 5G boost for next-generation 911. First up, 5G's biggest advantage is speed and low latency. That means emergency calls can carry more data more quickly. Remember when OnStar revolutionized vehicle safety by automatically calling 911 after a crash? Well, imagine that on steroids. Real-time video feeds from crash sites. Biometric data from smartwatches able to detect a medical emergency. And even AI-assisted alerts from IoT sensors in buildings during a fire or active shooter event. For 911 call takers, this means they're no longer relying on just voice. They can now get live feeds, environmental data, and most of all, precision location tracking. Translation, faster response times, better situational awareness, and much fewer "can you describe the suspect" questions. Next-level tools for first responders. With 5G in the field, first responders are not just getting a call for service. They can now get context. Firefighters can now receive real-time building layouts before arriving at the scene and establish response plans while en route. That saves time. EMTs can get live vitals from wearables before even touching the patient. That saves lives. And police officers can see live security footage streamed from a nearby business. That can maximize resource deployments and minimize cost. Pretty cool, right? But this isn't the future. It's actually happening now. And in a profession where seconds save lives, milliseconds matter. But how can the public use NG911 more effectively? Here's a real game changer. 5G allows for richer 911 interactions. Instead of saying there's a fire, you can stream a live video of the fire. Instead of describing an intruder, you can send a real-time photo or stream from your building's security cameras. This means better accuracy, faster verification, and fewer false alarms, like swatting verifications. And if you're thinking, hey, won't that overwhelm the system? Nope. 5G's bandwidth makes handling multimedia seamless. And AI helps with the workload. IoT, smart buildings, and the commercial sector's role. It's not just individuals benefiting. Businesses and smart buildings are stepping in too. Smart buildings can send public safety precise data about what's happening inside of a burning building. Wearables and high-risk jobs can alert local teams and emergency services when a worker is in distress. And IoT sensors can detect gas leaks, gunshots, and air quality issues well before humans even realize there's a problem. If OnStar turned cars into 911 connected safety nets, 5G is turning entire cities into real-time emergency alert networks. Two-way communication and the virtual first responder. Perhaps one of the coolest NG911 upgrades is two-way multimedia communication. This means 911 call takers and first responders can see what's happening in real time. instead of relying on a panicked voice describing the chaos. Picture this: a dispatcher guiding someone through CPR. And while they do that today, with 5G they can do this while watching them do it via live video, making sure it's being done effectively. Or law enforcement can receive drone footage of an ongoing situation before even arriving. That's next-level public safety. Why all of this makes Next Gen 911 worth the investment. Sure, upgrading to Next Generation 911 will be an investment. Just like color TV was an investment in home entertainment. It will take money, but let's be realistic. Sticking with legacy E911 is like insisting on a dial-up connection in a broadband world. The ability to integrate real-time data, visuals, and the IoT-driven insights into an emergency response isn't a luxury. Today, it's a necessity. So what's the ROI? Faster responses, more saved lives, and better outcomes. And you can't put a price tag on those. That's it for today's episode of TiPS Today in Public Safety. Thanks so much for listening. For more updates and insights, be sure to follow me on social media at Fletch911 or visit 911tips.com for all of our past episodes. Stay safe, thanks for listening, and if you're in public safety, thanks for what you do every day. This is Fletch. I'll see you next time.
You've been listening to TiPS Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletch and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes on 911tips.com. That's 911tips.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to join us each week for the latest on NG 911. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. Catch me on Sirius XM on various channels, including 90s on 9, the 10 spot, and on the Weekend Countdown on Hits 1. Or don't regret it for the rest of your life. Either way, I'm good. TiPS is brought to you by 911 Inform, the leading next-generation 911 solution for enterprise compliance with federal 911 regulations. Visit them on the web at 911inform.com. 911 Inform, making every second count when it matters the most.